My name is Jessica Loney. I'm going to be talking about how to manage your time. Have you ever been overwhelmed with your workload? According to Psychology Today, time management is the ability to plan and control how someone spends the hours in a day to effectively accomplish their goals. That's from psychologytoday.com. So first you are going to need to write everything you need to do down, and you're going to do that by picking your method and planning on how you're going to organize it. So this will depend on the array of time you're doing. So if you're doing like a month span, my favorite is the calendar for your phone. On the Galaxy S8, you're going to do this by holding it down. You click widgets, and then you click calendar. For me, that was the third and then the fourth button. And then you pick which one you want to do. I do the big one, and then you drag it to your screen. So it looks something like just a big calendar. I like to do this because it is very portable, and you can see all the major events for the month. Something like that is the big month calendar sheet. So this one, you can have more space to write out what you need to do down. The only thing is that it stays on your desk, so it's not portable. So you're gonna need to write all the major dates, something like on your phone. And then there's other systems like a list. This one is magnetic, so you can stick it to your fridge or something that you go by every day. So you can just glance at and see what you need to do. You can also get a calendar booklet. You can get it with the dates in it, or you can get a blank one and write it in yourself. I like to do that because I like handmade systems, such as this little booklet. You just write the date and list everything you need to do down. It has the same principle as my favorite one, but my favorite is the note cards. So for the note cards, all you do is you are going to write everything you need to do down. So the next thing we have to pick is how we're going to organize it. So you can decide if you have to add any times. So if you have to add times, this would be like waking up at 8 a.m. Or if you have a certain meeting or a class at a time, you would write the time next to the activity. For me, I mostly just do this for homework, so I don't write times. So if I had a lab report, I would write that on here. If I had to do an English essay, or if I had to study anatomy, I would just write on that on there. And what you write doesn't have to make sense to anybody else as long as it makes sense to you. And you would also want to leave more time in case anything happens, or like let's say suddenly I have an English quiz due. I could write that on the side, and now I remember I have to do that. So we have now wrote everything we need to do down on our method with the right organization. I picked writing it in pen because I feel like on a small area it's easier than color coding, but on a big area what I do is I write everything down in pen, and then I color code it if anything is super important. So like any essays or tests or any huge events I wrote in purple. Meetings or anything like that I had in orange. Small homework I have in yellow, etc. You can pick your own colors for those, or if you want to do colors at all. So the last step is to stick to your plan. So it would be like marking off when you have finished a activity. So if I finish my lab report, I just simply mark it out. For the note cards, I do this in pencil so that it doesn't get crowded very easily. But for my big one, I color code it. I do like a system. I do this because it makes it more colorful, because I have to hold on to this longer than I would a note card. I mark off your activity, and then eventually the whole box is full. That's how I know I've done everything for that day. These are important because according to the Balanced Small Business, some of the best ways to manage your time is to set goals, use time management tools, and to stick to them as much as possible. And that was from the balancemb.com. Now, you may find that one of these work best for you, but most likely you're going to use a range of things, because according to devito.com, the average person uses 13 different methods to control and manage their time. So I hope you have learned how to manage your time through writing everything down, how to pick your method, how to organize it, and how to stick to that plan. Thank you.